When Norman Osborn took over from Tony Stark as the leader of the national security for the United States, a period known as the Dark Reign, he started dismantling everything that had come before him and replacing it with new versions he could better control. He set up Hammer in place of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he took the greatest team of heroes in the world, the Avengers, and dressed up villains in their place. Instead of taking one spot for himself on the team, he took two, replacing both Captain America and Iron Man. In a suit of armor painted red, white, and blue, he became the Iron Patriot, which happens to be the character we're going to be drawing today. Let's get started at the top of our page with a curve that goes above the brow. So we start on the left side, we're going to come down in the middle, round this out, and then go back up on the right side. Let's tuck the eyes in underneath this brow. So we start on the left side, step in, we draw a half circle, coming down towards the bottom of the eye, and just pull that in on the inside. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. So leaving a gap, curve down towards the bottom of the eye, round this out, and go up on the right. And then from the top of the brow, draw a short angled line coming down and out towards the left and right. And then we'll come down the side of the head, starting on the left, come all the way down towards the jaw. Now we're going to angle the jaw coming down and in towards the chin. So let's start on the left, come down with an angled line to right about there. We'll go to the right and do the same thing, coming down and then in. And then we'll close off the bottom of the chin. Starting back on the left, we'll go straight across towards the right. Now from the left side, we're going to step up and draw that same angled line, coming down and in just underneath the left eye. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. We're going to go up and out. And then we'll connect the inside of the line to the bottom of the chin with a straight angled line. Now we're going to add in the mouth. Starting over on the left side, we're going to start with a straight line going across from left to right. And then from the ends, we'll angle down and out. Let's add in the chin piece. Starting from the bottom corner on the left, angle up and in. Do the same thing on the right. And we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. Let's add a thin trim across the side of the face. Starting back on the left, we'll step down. Follow that angle coming in. And then come all the way down towards the chin. Let's do the same thing on the right. I'm also going to separate out the side panels of the face. Starting from the inside edge of the left eye, I'm going to draw a straight angle line coming down and out towards this point. Coming down with a straight line. Let's go over to the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to move up and draw on the side of the head. Starting on the left, we'll draw a straight line going all the way up toward the top, and then do the same thing on the right side. And we'll close off the top of the head with a curve. Starting back on the left, we'll round this out, go up in the middle, and then bring that down on the right side. Now from the top point of the brow, we're going to draw a straight line going up, and then at the top we'll just bend that out towards the side. Let's do the same thing on the right, going straight up, and then bending that out. And then we'll add a thick trim along the side, stepping in, follow that same curve coming down towards the brow, and do the same thing on the right. Let's add that piece in the center of the forehead. Starting in the middle, start with a straight line going across from left to right. Then from the ends, we draw a short angled line going up and out. And then from here we draw a straight line going all the way up toward the top of the head. Let's trace this detail along the inside, stepping in, just leaving an even space gap all the way around. I'm also going to add some texture along the inside. We're going to start on the left, draw a straight line going across. Now I'm going to leave a gap and continue to draw these lines going all the way up towards the top of the head. And we'll add that panel in the center of the forehead. Starting from the left, from this point, we'll angle down and out towards the left, and then right. And now I'm going to pull this down and in towards the inside of the eye with a straight line. Now I'm going to move out to the side and add the ear cover. From this point, we're going to step up, we're going to curve out, and then pull that in towards the side of the head. We'll line this up on the right, and do the same thing, going out, and then pulling that in. Now we're going to move down and draw on the body. Let's start with the sides of the body first. From the bottom corner of the chin, we're going to step out, curve out, and then down towards the hip, go over towards the right, and we'll do the same thing. Now let's connect the hips with a curve. Starting on the left, curve down the middle, and then back up. Let's add a star in the center of the chest, just underneath the chin in the middle. Start with a point. From here I'm going to angle down and out toward the left and right. Go straight out towards the side of the star. Now I'm going to pull this down and in towards the center. And we'll go back out and down towards the bottom of the star. And we're just going to pull this back up towards the middle. Starting on the left, going up, and then down on the right. And now we're going to separate the chest and the lower torso. Underneath the star, we're going to draw a straight line from left to right, going across, and then from the ends, we'll angle down and out towards the side. Let's go back up to the top, we'll angle up and out toward the side of the body. And we'll add one more line. We're going to step down, draw one line on either side. We're also going to add a panel on the top side of the body. Starting underneath the chin on the left, curve down and then out toward the left, go over towards the right, and do the same thing. Let's add some detail to the lower torso. Starting from this point, we'll draw a straight line coming all the way down towards the bottom. Do the same thing on the right. And we'll add two curves along that center line. Stepping up, curve down, and up, step up, and draw that twice. Let's continue working down the legs. In the center, we're going to step down, start with a short line going across from left to right. Now on the left side, we're going to curve the leg going out and down towards the heel, move over towards the right, and we'll do the same thing. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, I'm going to curve the foot coming down and then up towards the toe. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to go back to the left side and draw on the top of the foot. We're going to start from the toe, we're going to curve up. I'm just going to bend this down towards the heel, we'll stop right about there. And then we'll angle up and in towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the toe, curve up, and then bend that down towards the heel. And we'll draw a straight angle line going up and in. Let's add a thick sole along the bottom of the feet. We want to take this curve from the toe, we'll step up, just trace that across. Let's move back up to the hip and draw on the side of the leg. Starting from the left hip, curve out, and then come straight down on top of the foot. And then we'll add some detail to the legs. We're going to start from the inside corner on the left. We're going to separate out the hip, going up, and then out, go to the right side, and do the same thing. And then we're going to separate out the upper and lower leg. Halfway down the side of the leg, start with a straight line coming in to right about there. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. And then from the inside, we'll draw a slight angle going up and in towards the inside of the leg. Let's trace these lines along the bottom. Going across, and then up, and then the same on the right. And then we'll add in the knee. Starting from the top of the line on the outside, angle up and in, move to the inside, go in the opposite direction, and then close off the top with a straight line. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's add a panel on the outside of the leg. From the knee, we're going to step up, draw a straight line coming in, and then from here, we're going to follow the same curve of the leg going up towards the hip. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going out toward the outside, and then from the inside we're going to curve up and in. Let's move all the way up to the top and draw on the arms. We're going to start with the shoulders first. Starting on the side of the body, start with a straight line going up and out. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. And then from the end of the shoulder, we'll curve up and in behind the head. Let's add a trim along the inside of the shoulder. Starting from the top, step out, just follow the same curve coming down. And then we're going to tuck the arms in underneath the shoulder. We're going to start halfway down the side of the body, starting here, curve the arm going out and down towards the wrist. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now going back to the left side, we're going to draw on the thumb. Starting from the wrist, we'll draw a small half circle, curving in and then out. At the end of the thumb, we'll add a bracket. Let's do the same thing on the right. From the wrist, we'll curve in and then out, and then we'll add a bracket. Now we're going to add 3 fingers on either side. We're going to start at the bottom curve of the thumb, we're going to come down, we'll bend that finger going up around that bracket. Let's add 2 more fingers. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. And now the third finger, we're going to curve out, bend the arm coming up. We want to tuck this in underneath the shoulder, leaving a little overlap on the outside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Coming down and then up, step down, on the second finger, and the third finger, we're going to go all the way around and up in behind the shoulder. And now we're going to add some detail to the arms. Let's start at the top of the thumb. We're going to curve up and then bend that out towards the outside of the arm. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go about halfway along the arm and draw that same curve, coming in and then down. Let's split the forearm in half. Starting up here, draw a straight angle line coming down and out towards the wrist. And then we'll add a trim along the top. Starting from the outside, angle up and in, just underneath the shoulder. And then from here, we're going to follow that same curve coming in towards the inside of the arm. And then one final detail on the shoulders. From this point, we're going to step up, just follow that same angle line coming in. Same thing on the right. And we'll pull that down towards the bottom of the shoulders. And that's pretty much it. There's the Iron Patriot from the Avengers. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.